Hello everyone, I am CoolGuy, welcome back, and today's topic is something that's been on my mind for a very long time. We have the Destiny 2 beta rapidly approaching, and feedback is going to be given after that. And please, everyone out there who plays that beta, have good constructive feedback, because that's a direct line to the game's development. And from Luke Smith, we've rethought the Crucible with 4v4 teams, and we want to focus on like a feeling of mastery in Destiny 2's PvP. So a feeling of mastery, keep that in mind, I know I have. So for now, I want to talk about some things that I would like to see changed or done differently in Destiny 2, kind of like a feedback from Destiny 1's final days. And I love this game so much, I want it to do very well. It'd be the best it possibly can be, and all of you watching out there and listening, I'm pretty sure you want the same thing. So let's talk about some things, 7 of them to be exact, that I believe need to be adjusted or changed for Destiny 2. Now there is a number one thing though, one thing that's important to me, and everything else is going to be talked about in no specific order. So starting off number 7, the introduction of party game modes. And I've talked about this before. Bungie used to have double XP weekends for Halo, and for Destiny I would like there to be one thing that brings the entire community together on the weekends. This could be a game mode like Halo's Fiesta, there could be Sparrow Racing, there could be crazy strike modifiers, something like Grunt Birthday Party, and with these playlists, again, to bring everyone together to enjoy the game. And right now when you talk about a weekend playlist, you start talking about trials, and there's only select players that go into that. But if something like Dodgeball came in for a week and, you know, putting those stickies to good use again, I think that would be a lot of fun. Or soccer, right? We have soccer at the farm, like this, like in the reveal trailer. And I stand really firm on this idea and always have. Tell me what you guys think. And number 6 is going to be the radar. And we know that the radar is going to be unified this time around in Destiny 2. With a shift to 4v4 and team play, it's going to become more of a priority. It's a simple thing, the radar. If it was changed right now, that would make the entire experience in the Crucible in Destiny 1 completely different. Now the issue with the radar in Destiny 1, in my opinion, for PvP, is it's way too far, because there is zero flanking in Destiny. You cannot confidently flank in Destiny 1, and that really frustrates me. By the time you make a move for the flank, you've already been spotted and the enemy can set up to shut it down, and that's a key element in first-person shooters, and Destiny's no different. They said that they've made it shorter, and we're gonna see once the beta begins. So number 5 is giving incentive to using the weaker archetypes or weaker weapons, and let me explain. Each meta in Destiny 1 has something to it. Some things stay the same though. Once Felt Winter took over the Crucible, ever since shotguns like that were mostly used. Last Ditch, Party Crasher, things like that. And they've said that no one thing should be the answer in your loadout, but with most archetypes, the answer is forced. The Palindrome, Ice Luna, Final's Peril pretty much need the most range they can possibly get. And other weapons in certain archetypes are rarely used, and that's why I feel that there should be incentives to those weaker archetypes. And I had a gameplay not too long ago with the Revelator and the In Times of Need. And there's some of the weakest weapons in the game as far as archetype wise, but what if that Revelator archetype had near max stability at base, or make them very accurate with little to no bloom? Or what if the lower impact shotgun held 6 or 7 in the magazine and spawned with 4 shots every time like a sidearm? And because you know what you're going to be getting out of that. Say the Matador archetype, you know it has the range, you know it can one hit kill. Say it only got 4 shots or 5 shots. But there should be some sort of trade-off, some incentive. Because we know that shotgun snipers are going to be in that power ammo category in Destiny 2, so that's just a small example of what I'm trying to get across. Maybe in a certain situation, they're going to be the best option instead of using like that Matador or something like that. It could be adding handling speed. It goes on and on, but I would like to see incentive for using weapons that aren't routinely used. And they're routinely deleted, to be honest with you. Those weapons were deleted because they didn't have that one thing. The shotgun didn't have range, or the Revelator just in a bad archetype. Even in PvE, you get ghost bullets. There should be some sort of incentive to those. And in Destiny 2, we've talked about it, or we've seen there's going to be no RNG on the rules for the weapons, which is a very good thing in my opinion, and we'll talk about it more in a detailed video later on. But as it sits right now, if something is considered a little bit weaker because it shoots faster or has a little bit lower impact, give that thing something to it. Good base stability, good accuracy, no bloom or very little bloom, something. And number 4 is to keep the maps appropriate. And certain maps in Destiny 1 play great for 3v3 and not 6v6, or great for 6v6 and not 3v3. So with going 4v4, I hope that they focus on well-orchestrated chaos. The traditional 3-map lane comes to mind, and Destiny 1 had very, very odd 3-lane maps. Think of one, think of any map, let's say Memento, when we have a huge lane in the middle, an odd lane on the right next to it where top heavy is, and then some space in the middle, and then a very wide lane on the outside of the top heavy outside there on B. So, or take like Vertigo. These maps and many others don't play correctly in my eyes. These 3-lane maps have been in gaming for a very long time, and the philosophy works, the gameplay works, it flows. I would like to see some more traditional map design. And number 3 is focusing on primary gunplay. Destiny 1 was a very odd first-person shooter. The primary weapon kind of took a backseat. We had blink shotguns, final round snipers, shot package, icebreaker, sidearm, sticky grenade, shoulder charge, wombo combo. You see the point. Now, in my eyes, you need to focus on that primary playstyle, because it seems that they are going in that direction, but they have to make it to where the kill times are going to be a little bit longer as well. We've seen that, so if they focus on primary gunplay, which it looks like, the kill times are going to be a little bit longer for your aim, for your accuracy to track. And here's the deal. Take another first-person shooter. This is my issue, why they need to focus on it. Take Call of Duty, Halo, CSGO. In those games, if you can't shoot your weapon, if you can't aim, you die. It's very simple. If you can't aim your weapon and track and shoot faster than the other person, you die. Destiny has always been filled with very fast one-hit kill potential weapons. Again, those shotguns, stickies, shoulder charge. Players gravitate towards those. And it looks like they've taken steps in Destiny 2 to focus on it. We just have to just wait. But they can't lose sight of that, guys. They can't lose it. So hopefully they do continue and keep it a key element in the game. Number 2 is to limit the trades. And trades are very frustrating, but that's a double-edged sword because a trade in reality is a good thing. You traded kills. You didn't take the loss. In theory, you each did what you were supposed to do, both of you, and you traded. However, the trades in Destiny are completely off. Say you kill a Striker Titan, he's coming at you, you 100% kill him before he even gets to you. He starts the animation, but his lifeless shoulder charge body comes into you and he kills you. Or things like grenades, I've always have felt to be an issue. And I've always felt that certain grenade damage or grenades should dissipate when you kill the person throwing the grenade. You might make the right decision and kill a Blade Dancer that hit you with one hand cannon shot, but in his final breath, he throws a skip grenade that inevitably does damage to you 10 seconds after the gunfight. As if you're being punished for some reason. Even though you made the right decision, you got the kill. But this thing's chasing you around the map. Same thing for the Axion Bolt, and it's still doing max damage at that point. It takes you out of the gunfight. And I remember that when you traded like in Halo, it was a true trade. Let's say you both 4-shot each other, it felt it. And I'm not sure if it's tick rate or what it is, but the trades need to be actual true trades in Destiny 2. And number 1 is going to be the lag. And the lag has been with us since day 1. It's been worse or better at times. It was a kind of a laughable thing. Oh, laggy banners coming back this week, things like that. But for real, it has to be worked out. And for Destiny 2, Bungie has their server side, meaning that the matches should run a little bit more smoothly. But I want to point this out. This is my main thing. Even in peer-to-peer matchmaking, I have never played a game like how Destiny does red bars and lag. It's been going on for 3 years. Failed things like damage referee were introduced, and all of a sudden it wasn't a thing anymore. They were giving out end screens saying that your account has a constant unstable connection that's affecting other players. If it continues, the account's going to be temporarily restricted. Like, where did those go? Those kinds of things kind of stopped, and I've never played a first-person shooter game. This is going to blow your mind. Think about it. Where a red bar can give you any advantage at all. I mean, in most games, up until Destiny, when you have a red bar, when you're lagging, you're at a severe disadvantage, but not in Destiny. There are times when, let's say I do a sniper headshot on someone lagging, they get off a couple of shots and actually do damage back to me, or they get off a sticky grenade to kill me 3 or 4 seconds later. Then after they get that sticky off, they die to the sniper headshot. We have all of our stories, right? We've heard them all. And when you're lagging in Call of Duty or Halo, you can't do anything. In Halo, when someone's lagging really bad, the game just runs them into a wall as if it looks like they're slowly walking towards it. When there was a little lag, you can, kind of get a crazy strafe going, but that happened in peaks. Now in Destiny, it's like when you're lagging, you're given an extra life and an extra perk. Literally disappear and reappear on people's screens, doing damage, right? It's unreal. Never played a game like that. And on their side, they are making changes, but they need to keep it priority. Like, the main concern, is with skill-based matchmaking, right? So people talk about that, and that's fine. But connection is key. You have to have a good connection. That makes the game run properly. And making the game run properly is one of the utmost things should be on your list. Don't lose sight of that, and let's find some ways to fix it. So let me know in the comment section what your thoughts are on these, and also let me know what your feedback is going into Destiny 2. Like, was I way off or was I pretty close? And recently, I've become an affiliate of Control Freak. I will be doing a video on them shortly, talking about why I use them and why they are awesome. So you can use code COOL at checkout for a 10% discount on Control Freak's website. There's a link down there below. Thank you for watching, and until the next one, I am CoolGuy.